Nights at Freddy's, the movie. How good of a villain are all these crazy ghost animatronics, alright? What's the deal? What's their deal? Welcome back to Villain Review. I'm going to review these villains and give them a score 1 out of 10. Awesome villains? Bad villains? Let's take a look at their motive, character, and best scenes to find out. Like this video if you want a review of the other villain in this movie. You know who I'm talking about. Let's do it.
Mike, this is Bonnie, Foxy, and Chica.
In the film world of Five Nights at Freddy's, William Afton is a psychopath who lures kids to their deaths by wearing the spring Bonnie costume, and he does it for quite some time, abducting multiple kids in the process, storing them in the one place no one would ever think to look, the one place completely devoid of all life. A screening of The Flash. Ho-ho. No, he actually stuffs them in the animatronic suits of his pizza joint, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. You see, the animatronics at Freddy's also come with this completely safe and completely reliable spring lock system inside of them, so that in addition to being animatronics, employees can wear the suits, walk around taking pics, meeting the kids, stuff like that. With the children's bodies in the animatronics, their spirits take over the robots, and all of a sudden, Freddy is actually little Timmy, right? Chica is little Sally Sue. You get the idea. Unlike the games though, security guard Mike volunteers as tribute to work for Freddy, and he's a horrible sibling, so he brings his sister to come with him, you know, come kick it, we'll vibe, maybe get killed, who knows, the night's young. Plot twist though, right, you're never gonna see this coming. The animatronics are actually good guys. They're good kids. Abby and kinda Mike become friends with the robots who drop their murderous ways around these two. Only thing is, later Freddy says, hey, Mike, your sister's really cool, dude. Like, okay, I'm just spitballing here, right? Shut me down. Okay, tell me how you feel about this, right? Just spitballing. What if, like, you know, would you be down if we killed her and put her into one of these robots so that she could be with us forever? What do you say, huh? Just an idea. And then for some reason, Mike says, all right, sounds good. And from there, the band wants to get back together with Abby in animatronic form, turning her into one of them for all of eternity. I think as a motive, it's fine. There are some cool ideas, but also some not so cool ones. Good idea. Lean into the fact the kids are victims of not shaggy William Afton. Bad idea. Don't explain why they absolutely needs to have Abby be in animatronic form and not just kick it with them like she's been doing for the last few nights. Good idea. Make the lore of these characters interwoven and connect with the main character of the movie, Mike. Bad idea. Undercut the motives of the characters by revealing Stu Afton was controlling them the entire time. I will say that compared to the only other villain from this franchise I reviewed, this one at least is a lot more clean, it's a lot more simple, it makes sense, kinda. There's no magical substances that are turning people immortal or anything like that, nothing crazy. And sure, the movie doesn't go into details about how the spirits possess the robots. I still think though it's plenty good enough for this movie, and it does a good job of keeping the best bits of lore from the game interwoven here, but with a few small changes. We absolutely need to talk about these animatronics, like the robots themselves. They're spectacular. Easily one of the best parts of this movie is seeing these practical things move around and interact with the world. If these guys were just like CGI, like how most movies would do it, it would be so much worse. It'd be stupid. It'd be silly. So huge props to Blumhouse and the entire team for pulling off these practical characters so well. It really just makes them feel real in the world. Also, animatronics are always gonna be scary, like just them by themselves. And while the movie isn't really scary, in my opinion, the robots themselves are still creepy. Like, you walk me through a warehouse of these things in the middle of the night with all the lights off, I'm creeped, I'm terrified, you are too. While the animatronics are creepy, I think one downside is their limited amount of movement, something that I think holds them back a little bit in the tension and fear department, because you don't really see them doing anything like evil in the movie. Most of the kills go like this, right? You have Guy, he's stuck at door, he's trying to get out. I'm trying to get out, oh my gosh. They turn around and they see animatronic, right? Person screams, cut to black, bada bam. There's one point in the movie Mike is trying to stealth Freddy and Bonnie, and I legit wanted him to get caught just so I could see them do something in action. It's a lot of implied horror, which is a bit of a bummer, but when they're going for that PG-13 rating, I get it to some extent, but also, like I said, I just wanted to see them do more. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Because I'm pretty sure the movie never says it. Are the animatronics trying to kill Abby because Afton is a psycho and he's controlling them, or do they actually want her to like come vibe with them? Me personally, I think it's that Afton is controlling them, and either way, I don't like the fact that's the motive, because it's not nearly as interesting as the kids genuinely wanting to be friends with this person. But even if that is the case, and I'm wrong, I don't think the movie always did the best job of portraying that to its max potential. The kids themselves are really interesting characters because of the fact they were at one point innocent, taken advantage of by Afton, but now they're like these confused killing machines. I think that's a super interesting dynamic, and I really hope they explore it more in the future. They don't really have much personality though, and I wish they did. It would have been cool to see some of the animatronics have, you know, different characteristics, different aggression levels, but instead, they just feel like reskins of the other, and that's a bit unfortunate. But again, the groundwork is laid down pretty well, and I think that if they're going to get a sequel, they're getting a sequel. Have you seen the numbers? They're getting a damn sequel. I wouldn't be surprised if they develop these characters into being, like, way, way better.
Abby!
Like I said, the animatronics here have very limited movement, so a lot of the best scares come from like the, oh, there's nobody there, and now there is! The atmosphere of Freddy's Pizza is pretty great though, and it makes for a really fun and interesting setting. I also think the movie does a perfect job of using the game to its advantage. What I mean by that is the movie knows it's not gonna fool anyone with the alleged, oh, plot twist, the animatronics are evil. What the heck? And just like that feeling you get when you play the game, you know something is going to happen. You know at some point they're going to go crazy and try to kill you, but the buildup is just perfect. The movie doesn't rush into kills or like, oh, look, they're evil, they're evil. I absolutely love that about this film. The movie is probably made for mainly teens, and those suckers need like Subway Surfers on the screen to stay interested, so I really admire Blumhouse, the whole team, for taking their time with these scares. I think it really paid off. The tension, the atmosphere, perfect. Really, the only scene in the movie where these things are in full kill mode is when the pizzeria is being attacked by some goons, and it's a decent enough scene for the fact we finally get to see them go crazy, but I think this PG-13 rating kind of holds them back. I will say the kill at the end though is pretty sick, by far the best in the movie. Another thing I like is their relationship with Mike, because they don't even like try to trick him per se, they just lean on his love for his sibling, his younger brother, right? Not his younger sister, because they give him a offer and he accepts it. It doesn't feel out of character because we know what this means to him, how long he's been pursuing this. It's a cool moment and I really like that dynamic. The ending is fine. The vibes are creepy enough, but the robots all go down like such punks, dude. Vanessa tells Mike, oh, I got this taser, right? It's not gonna do permanent damage though, so you don't just walk in there thinking you're gonna take them all down, right? They go down pretty much instantly without any resistance. It's super easy. And the whole finale is honestly just kind of a snoozer until Afton shows up to save the day. Not like save the day, but like save the ending, because it makes it more exciting, you know? I'm not gonna talk too much about Afton though in this video because that's for another one. Let me know if you want that review. Like it, comment, let me know. In the end, Abby reminds the kids that Afton is indeed not a nice guy, and they turn on him to get that iconic Afton death. Or at least that's how it seems. A really cool scene to see live, probably my favorite for the characters. One of the most important moments from the game, and it's awesome to see it in live action. So the Ghost Kids can get some sort of closure in the end, and I can at least be happy about that. The Freddy Fazbear Band is a decent enough group of villains for this film. They have their issues, sure. The animatronics are super sick, but because of that, they're kind of limited in what they do. The kills in this movie are kind of just lacking in general, but there are some cool lore bits. The atmosphere is cool enough with these characters to where I'd say I enjoyed them as villains, but I think there is a lot of potential to make them better in the future, and I'm excited at that idea. Until then though, I'm gonna give the Freddy Fazbear Band a 6. Thanks so much for watching New Villain Review every single Monday. I made a review of William Afton from the games check that out right here. And if you want me to make a review of William Afton from any live action appearances, I don't know if he's in this movie or not. I don't know if I've confirmed that or not, but like the video, comment. Thanks for watching, subscribe. Bye.
It's just a theory.